from Erie.
Hey, yeah, emerald in my eyes. I'm so feisty and nice. Every coin has two sides. Whichever you want, you can decide. Hey, hey, long hair, don't care. My drip is always so rare. So many magical spells. What I'ma do next, ain't nobody can tell. Ice in my veins, you gon' won't see my rage. Don't get fooled by my smile. You can't handle my fire. Ice in my veins, you gon' won't see my rage. Don't get fooled by my smile. You can't handle my fire.
Soul Streamers back with another one. You ready for this? Because I am. Fire and beast mode on the mains. Burst a dome, break 808s. Give you hope, but it's all in vain. Chrome boss goes, nothing remains. Drama come and go, I thrive aflame. Got that window, nostalgia pains. Stained glass flows, shady up brains, you already know. Gods don't pray when I fold my hands. It's fist to face, no men above elven race. Kicks up bends, I keep the pace. If you're not my friend, that's a scary fate. You'll find your end, but I'm end game. Edgelord again, you know the name. Y'all humans, we're not the same. Only care I give is elven aids.
I'm from Erie, I'll put the fear in ya.
Yeah.
I'm from Erie, I'll put the fear in ya. Yeah.
Hit the beat again like I'm domestic. Call me the villain, but I'm only restless. You're not 40k, then you're off the guest list. Even space marines are defenseless. Yeah, I play the game like League of Legends. Take your towers down, I break the nexus. Prag your defense, cut protections like I'm Foot Clan. Shred all dimensions. I'm a winning bet like I'm counting cards. Mastered magic, but without the shards. No Kessig, no Shahrazad. Hail me god of Hailstorm and Elrod. I slay demons like the Fennec Fox. Breathnique son, I made the cut. I'm a fate weaver. I tied the knot and I'm not done. I never give up.
I'm from Erie, I'll put the fear in ya. I'm from Erie, you know what? Listen, they wanna smoke while I'm bringing the fire. Ranked up my flow so my damage is higher. Stepped in the ring, think you're full swinging. I'm a heavy stander, hit steady pinging. I'm from Erie, I'll put the fear in ya. Stomp out your whole squad, they don't meet the criteria. Killing ya, I want it all, better bring it. Punching you down like the trees in my kingdom. That's a critical hit and it's far from the final one. Piercing your heart like an ice spear. I am the one all the knights fear. Dueling maces, I'm right here. Back on the track and I'm loving it. Light up your foes like they're all in an oven. I won't hide, got the soul of a giant. With the titans of bells, even gods can deny it.
Hello everybody. Hello. How's everybody today? Alright, so please let me know if there's any audio issues right now. I need to know if there's audio issues. Let me just, we're going to get rid of the, yeah, there's a lot of those. Jeez, okay. Thank you for all of the follows, everybody. Let me see if I can turn those off for a bit. Should be here somewhere. All right, we'll have to deal with it for now. If everybody wants to take a break from following, we can go over the content. Are we good on audio? Everybody good on audio? We can hear? Sounds good. All right. All right, so I've got a couple of helpers here that you guys might have some trouble seeing underneath the following notifications here. But I've got some helpers here to help me demonstrate some of the skills in a bit. But before we actually get to using skills, we'll just go over like what some of the changes are. We'll be starting with the dual gun changes. All right, so let me just go over here and hide in the corner for a minute. So with the dual gun update as part of Renovation Season 3, the big part of this is going to be the ratio changes. So here you can see dual gun damage is based on intelligence and strength. And previously for max damage, the ratio was 5-to-1 and is changing to be 4-to-1. Yeah, I really need to get rid of these following notifications here. Yeah, mute those and pause them. There we go. Did that work? I think that worked. Okay, so the dual gun damage ratio changes also include the minimum damage ratio, which is changing from 6-to-1 to 5-to-1. So damage is decreasing? No, it's increasing. So this is the ratio. So this is ratio from the amount of strength that you have that goes toward 1 damage. So before it's 5-to-1, so 5 strength is 1 max damage and 6 strength is 1 min damage. Now it's going to be increased. So it's a 4-to-1 ratio and a 5-to-1 ratio. So this is actually a major buff. And I can actually show you guys almost exactly how much of a buff that is. Give me a second here to hide from these guys. I'll need them in a minute, so we'll just let them live. All right, so here are my stats on the live server, and here I have my stats on the test server. So we can see already, just from my ridiculous stats from the Eternal Militia title and all that, we have an increase from 756 to 873 min damage, and from 1275 to 1451 max damage. So this is a pretty sizable increase just from the ratios. I'm pretty hype about that. Yeah, that is correct. It goes from 1/5 to 1/4. Yeah, 1 to 4. All right, and the next change that is happening to dual guns, let me get rid of the comparison here. The next change that is happening to dual guns, and this is why I need these guys here with me, is the hit stun is being changed. So currently, on the live server right now, we don't know exactly what the hit stun of dual guns is, but we suspect it's less than 0.2 of a second, so 0.2 seconds. And it is being increased to 1 whole second, plus some additional amount of time based on the attack speed of your weapon. So it's based on both the hit count and the attack speed. Weapons that have a lower attack speed to hit count ratio will have a higher stun duration. I believe I said that correctly. Basically, Anju's is going to have a higher hit stun than Hagi's because Hagi's has a very fast hit speed. So I can actually demonstrate this for you guys, but before that, we're also going to talk about how the damage calculations are being adjusted. So most skills with dual guns currently in the live server, they count for each hit of the skill. They account for the enemy protections and defenses. But after the changes, so on the test server right now, we've got basically every skill except for Bullet Storm that has multiple hits to it only calculates defensive stats once, and then it's just the damage. So this is a pseudo buff to damage in a roundabout way, which is kind of cool. So let me go ahead and demonstrate this. So here I have in the little corner covering my face, I've got some footage that I filmed on the live server, and that's just gonna loop so that you guys can get an idea of what it looks like on live. So let me go ahead and blind 2 of these guys, and I'm gonna try to hit stun the last one to kind of demonstrate. And something that of note is these enemies do have some resistance to hit stun. Yeah, that's what I thought. These guys are a little bit resistant to hit stun. I should have picked a different enemy. So let's see, what can I do here? Does anybody have any enemies that they know would survive an auto attack that aren't immune to hit stun? Zombies? Maybe Avalon? Just some of the Archer variant? We could try, but I don't know if I can in Revised Illusion. Kraken first rim doesn't work because they got natural, yeah. Yep, no archers. Pot poison yourself? Yeah, we could try that. We could try that. Alright, let me go do an Elite Shadow mission, and we'll use that to do that. We'll go demonstrate that. Oh, something else. I saved this for you guys, so you guys can see this too. It's on test server, so it doesn't matter. But when you click this and you have a lot of them in your inventory, it'll let you do them all at once. So I'm gonna just consume 57 of these real quick. Does that not do it? Oh, that's weird. Look at that. It only consumed the one type. There we go. So if you have different type of boxes, it'll consume only one at a time. All right, I should be out of combat now, so we can go test this hit stun. Let me check my stats, make sure they're really low. No, they're not low yet. All right, more potions. All right, let me remove my titles. I still have 1600 strength. That's not good. How many potions do you think I need to chug? A lot, apparently. Let me try. I know I have potions on one of these dragons. There we go. Yeah, we're getting there. There we go. That's zeros out. Cool. So let me do... What do you think? This one? This one seems good. So let's check out this hit stun change. Come on, Corgi. Zephyr for me. There we go. Sit right there. It just barely survives. That's a pretty long hit stun now. Yeah, that is pretty beautiful. All right, let me make sure this doesn't cancel my Divine Link. Because we'll need these for another... So let me clear out some of these guys here. There we go. All right, back to dual guns. Yeah, that change is really nice. Yes, Ice Spear does reduce physical damage. All right, let me just sleep these guys, and we can talk about the next part of the changes to dual guns. Let me this real quick. Okay. So the next part that is getting changed, reload is getting reworked to no longer cancel while you are being hit. Instead, it will only cancel when you are knocked back. Let's see if I can get this guy to attack me. So it'll still get canceled if you get knocked back, but it won't get canceled if you just get hit, is the change. Okay. Let me take this off and that off. There we go. All right, and then the next change is to Way of the Gun. Way of the Gun is getting a damage increase. So it's getting a 15% bonus damage added to the skill. So that applies to both the auto attacks and applies to the skills that you use while Way of the Gun is active. Yeah. So yeah, unfortunately, it's still considered normal attacks. So Stardust and Redoubled Offensive won't proc on it, but this is still a significant damage increase. So let's take this off and see what kind of damage we can do with 0 stats and Way of the Gun. Oh, this hit stun is nice. That hit stun is nice. I like it. All right. On to the next change. I need enemies. I'm sorry I have to leave these guys alive. I need enemies to show one of the ninja changes as well. So they're going to have to sit here. Elemental attunement with lightning just to keep enemies locked in place. Yeah. All right. So Shooting Rush is getting a damage increase. It's going from 520% at Dan 3 to 600% at Dan 3. The cast time is reduced, and the knockback on the skill is also reduced. It will knock the enemies back in the direction that you use the skill as well. So if you see here, like I'm going to go this way across, and it kind of knocks them all that way. Yeah, they don't proc Stardust or Reaper. And then Bullet Storm is also getting a rework. This one's a little bit... this is going to take a minute to explain. So before it dealt 120% damage per target, and it had a target limit. But now it has a set number of hits that it does every time you use the skill. It will always hit 24 times. And with that change, it does 50% damage per hit. So if you use it on just a single target, it'll do 24 50% hits all at once. So I can probably show that here. Let me see if I can get just one guy by himself here. There we go. That's how that works. And let me pull the graphic back up. And for each target, in addition to the first target, it'll get an increase of 60%, up to 400%. So the target limit is 9, if I remember correctly. Let me just double check the skill. Make sure I'm not giving you bad information. Yes, max target limit is 9. And for each target you have above the first one, it gets 60% per hit increase. So if you have 3 targets, it will do 170% damage per hit to each target, and it'll divide the 24 hits among the 3 targets. Let me see if I can get some of these guys over here. Whoop. Let's not die. This is why you use Divine Link, folks. All right. Like that. My defenses are so low right now. Need to chill out for a second. There we go. Okay. So let's go ahead and show. Oop. Yeah, it's really fast now. It still has a pretty long cooldown. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm balancing like 3 different windows. So it always uses the 24 bullets now. Nerf after first bullet. Yes, this is a nerf after the first iteration of this change, which was absolutely absurd. This one's much more tame than that. Yeah, it's 24 divided between the targets, and you get increased bullet damage when the number of targets increases. And that is up to 400% per bullet over 9 targets. What about reforges? That is a good question. Do I have any? Bulletstorm attack range. I don't think I have Bulletstorm damage on anything. So don't know how the reforges change the percentages. More target. That might change it. I don't have the reforge, so I wouldn't be able to test it. All right, and then we have flash launcher. So this is a pretty significant change to flash launcher here. The cast time is being reduced, the damage is being greatly increased, and the range is the max range of your dual guns. So let me just go ahead and show that here. So we have this this spider over here. I'm just gonna flash launcher it. Yep. Yeah, flash launcher is gonna be an actually useful skill now. It always was silly to me that you had like a ranged class that has like a melee attack that they don't really want to use. But now it's really nice. I like it. And the damage is pretty up there. Obviously not with these stats, but yes. And then the next change is to grapple shot, and I like this change as well. So grapple shot change, it gets basically double the damage it had before, going from 200% to 400%. And you can target the ground, and it has iframe ability just like Anchor Rush. It is the exact same as Anchor Rush. It has a 10-second cooldown still, so that hasn't changed, but it did get a decrease in cooldown in the lower ranks. So like at rank F through rank 2, it has a lower cooldown than it had before, but at rank 1 it's still 10 seconds. Once you use the skill, it will then target and hit an enemy nearby after moving. Does the Reforge have cooldown for flash launcher? I don't know. All right, so let me go ahead and show grapple shot. Yeah, these guys are still here. So with grapple shot now, I can target the ground. And if it's nearby an enemy, it'll hit that enemy. I'm gonna wait 10 seconds here for it to cool down. So if I target the ground next to this guy, it should hit him. 4 seconds. There you go. Just like that. No, there's no reforges added this update. Some of them were updated to have new text, but it's basically the same effects as for as far as like dual guns and ninja are concerned. All right, the final skill here is bullet slide. Bullet slide has had a massive damage increase, and it has a cast time reduction, knockback reduction on both the player and the enemy, and a range increase. So it is almost the max range of your skill. Dual gun max target reforge. Again, I don't have those reforges, so I'm not able to really like work with those or test those for you. Okay, let's see. I need to hotkey this because I don't actually have it on a bar. So bullet slide here. You'll see it doesn't really knock back as much as it used to, but it is very fast. The update that I read said that it's almost the max range of the gun, so I don't know if it scales with the type of gun that you have. I think it's kind of nice. It feels kind of good to use. I'll say that. All right. Let me re-up Divine Link here before we have these guys angry at me again. All right. So going from that, let's go ahead and cover the ninja update, because I need to demonstrate with these guys again with the ninja skills. So we'll switch over to those. So the ninja talent also has. You have information on future updates to games net. No, I don't have any of that information. I don't have any of that information whatsoever. But I do have information on ninja getting a hit stun increase as well as dual guns. And this one also, they also did the adjustment for protection and defense calculations for ninja skills that have multiple hits, like Sakura Abyss, Kunai Storm, etc. So let's go ahead and show the hit stun on this. So this is going to look pretty similar, I imagine, to the dual gun hit stun. Yep. That hit stun is pretty nice. Yes. Then we also have, and this is kind of a neat one. Explosive kunai is getting reworked so that all the kunai explode at once. They have an increased explosion radius of 3 meters, and the damage is being increased from 200% to 300%. And yes, enemies can get hit by multiple of the explosions. So if they're in the radius of more than one of the kunai, they'll get damage from more than one kunai. No, there's not an update to fighter. All right, so let me go ahead and show that change off. So we've got an explosive kunai here. And the enemies that get hit by it also get stunned for 3 seconds and then slowed for an additional 3 seconds. Let me take the graphic off so you guys can see this. Yeah, that was cool, wasn't it? I like that. Targeting should work the same. Yes, that is huge for explosive kunai. Like the 3-second stun time is massive. But it also being like AoE and hitting multiple times is pretty cool too. Let me just kill this guy real quick so he doesn't ruin the whole experiment that we've got going on here. This is gonna hurt, isn't it? Mana shield, mana shield. There we go. Yeah, archery should still work. My stats are so low right now. There we go. Okay, so we've shown off the hit stun, so I don't need to have reduced stats anymore. And we can go ahead and get our full damage back. There we go. Now we can just use whatever mobs we come across. So the next change is going to be okay, kunai max 5. There's some stuff you could do. It's kind of silly. But you can do some silly stuff with kunai. And this isn't the max, I don't think. I'm just waiting for this bear to step on that trap. That didn't work at all. I was trying so hard to get it to step on the trap, but it didn't work at all. Alright. So, the next change is Shadowbind. Shadowbind is now a focused skill. So as long as you hold the skill, it'll continue to stay active for up to 20 seconds. And then after the skill is canceled, either by waiting for the duration to end or by manually canceling the skill yourself, or if you get knocked back or stunned while binding, it will then have a duration of stun after that continues. So this is like hard to explain with the graphic. It's easier to show. So let me go ahead and show you guys what that looks like. I don't need my pet out for this at all. So we'll just use this fox here, this ancient fox, as our little target here. Oop, that's the wrong skill set. There we go. So I'm going to use Shadowbind here, and I'm just going to hold the skill active. So this is kind of like the focused portion here. And then we'll see what happens once it finishes focused binding. No, it's not like that. I'm not pressing any buttons right now at all. It's not a charge. And here we see that it is still binded, and I can move around. I can do whatever I want. And normally with rank 1, this will stay binded for 5.5 seconds. No, you don't have to hold the key. I wasn't pressing any buttons at all. But with the reforges apply after the focused binding. And you can see here, if I just escape to cancel the skill, I can move around, and it stays binded for the duration of 5.5 seconds plus your reforges. Yes. Yeah, the target limit is still 6. Yeah, target limit is still 6. So let me actually go to somewhere with more targets. Google. There we go. I had to remember how to spell it. I'm sorry. I knew where I wanted to go. I just couldn't remember how to spell it. I saw Dunbarton and it messed me up. I need to wait for more raccoons to spawn so we could see the target limit. But it should be fine. You can see here, and I can just walk away or do what I want to do. New Shadowbind can replace with first. I'd need more context on that question to be able to answer. Yeah, target limit is kind of the main issue with Shadowbind now, as it has been. But it is kind of neat that you can have like a support player that kind of holds the bind together for an extra 20 seconds. This is kind of cool. Just the amount of time that you can keep these things binded for is insane. No, the bind doesn't. Well, if you kill them, it does. But if you hit the enemy, it doesn't cancel the bind either. You can do whatever you want to them, and it'll stay binded. I guess we can. Let's use. Go here this time. Yeah, the effect is pretty cool. Anytime now. I'll just do. Actually, we could do Doran's request, and I can just spawn the mobs. How do you click a skill, then it switches weapon for you? Okay, yeah. I have the weapons equipped. They're on my equipment tabs. Oop, bit of lag. There we go. But I do have them equipped. So while I'm walking over here, let's just go over the next change. Shadow Cloak has its duration increased from 3 to 10 seconds, which is insane. I love it. And the tornado damage is increased from 120% to 300%. But I don't think anybody cares about that because of the other part of this, which is the bonus damage to ninja skills while stealthed. So if you use a ninja skill while you are in stealth from Shadow Cloak, it will cancel the stealth, but you'll get the 10% bonus damage. So let me go ahead and show probably the most fun way to use this. So you could Shadow Cloak into Abyss for 10% more damage. If you have a Shuriken Ego. But let's I don't think I have enough potions to how can I I can do Wind Blast. Yeah, there. Does that answer the question chat had? I know you guys were curious about if they would. Oh wow. I mean they yeah, Wind Blast is goofy. That's Wind Blast being goofy, not it's not a result of the skill actually being. Do I have another knockback? Oh, I can do Puppet. This thing. Yeah, there you go. Wind Blast displacement is insane. Here's something I haven't actually tested is how it handles multiple shadow binds at once. So let's go ahead and try that and see how it works. So I can use it and then wait for the cooldown, which is 9 seconds. And my duration is high enough that they should still be bound at that time. So if I cancel them now, it's either going to be 17 seconds or it'll be like 4 seconds or something. Looks like it looks like you can overlap binds now, and it doesn't cancel. So this is huge for party play. Yeah, this is neat. I like it. All right. So another change is let me just hide here for a second. Shuriken Charge is being reworked so that it's no longer a charge ability. So kind of odd they didn't change the name, but that's their choice, not mine. Shuriken Charge now activates immediately and can activate while moving. So I'll show this in a second. It is always going to use the maximum multiplier for the full charge now. I believe that multiplier was 690% at Dan 3. I don't quote me on that. I don't know the exact number. And then the splash damage always occurs. Yeah. Technically, this is a damage increase, but only if you weren't using full charge before. Which honestly I never did. So the splash damage also does the same. I am not a developer. No. So let me go ahead and put that. There we go. So here's the change, and if I'm moving, I can still use the shuriken charge, and then I target an enemy, and it goes and hits that enemy. So you can now run around and use shuriken charge. It does like hold you still for just a second, but you can move while using it. All right. And the last of the ninja changes is going to be the rework to smokescreen. I don't think I need to really show like the debuff, but I will show the effect that is added in addition to this. So this is just a change to smokescreen so that it also reduces the magic defense and magic protection the same amount as it already reduces the defense and protection. So this is a buff to mages and alchemists who care about those stats. So this is a great change. I'm in favor of a lot of other things also doing this, like uppercut would be nice to have this kind of a quality of life change as well. But yes, this is a great buff to our mage and alchemist friends. The other half of this change to smokescreen is that it dissipates naturally. I didn't really get any footage of this from live server, but many of you might know that when it finishes its animation, it just kind of disappears. It doesn't like dissipate slowly. Does it stack with upper? Yes, it does. So let me just throw this here, and you'll see the animation kind of fades in, and then it disappears naturally, instead of just all disappearing at once. Yeah. Shuriken charge glyph effect. What is that's charge time, right? Let me double check. I'm going to check that for you right now. Give me just a minute. Let me pull that up. I have to scroll. I'm sorry. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay. Shuriken charge. Glyph. I don't see any information on what is happening to the glyph. Yeah, because I believe that glyph is charge time, right? Let's see. Do I have that glyph? I might. Let me check and see if I have that glyph, because I might be able to confirm what it does now. Shadow bind. I have way too many of these. Let's see. Do I have a shuriken charge? It's now shuriken charge damage. So it at level 10, shuriken charge damage is increased by plus 100%. There we go. Mystery solved. It's no longer charge time. It is now just straight up damage. And that's quite a lot of damage, actually. There we go. All right. So let's check the next changes. So these ones I am less certain about. These ones are the puppetry changes. I don't use puppetry very often, so these ones are a little bit mysterious to me. But I do have a pretty okay understanding of what they are. So the first changes I'll go over are the changes that reflect player piercing levels and changes to Act 9. So piercing previously didn't apply to the marionette. So if you had piercing level 3, your puppet got none of that benefit. And now it will apply 70% of the piercing levels that you have. Not many players will have piercing on their puppets, but this will work with the Destruction Robe, Irison Bell, Breaker titles, Seal Breaker titles, and I believe there's one other thing that gives piercing. I can't remember what it is right off the top of my head. But yeah, so this will work with those now. And then the other changes to Act 9, it now gives the puppet defense and protection when you use the skill, and it will stay active even if the puppet is desummoned for the full duration. And then in addition to the defensive stats, it also is going to get a 10% damage bonus. This is in addition to the other bonuses it already gives. So this is just a straight up bonus for Act 9. Now, let me pull up the other puppet slide that I have here. So the other change to puppets is in regard to the set effect for marionette critical damage. So marionette critical damage is being changed from a 40% damage increase to a 80% multiplier increase. How this reflects on actual damages, I can't say for certain, but I believe it's like in some circumstances a slight nerf, and in other circumstances it's a buff. But I think it's a good change. It now reflects the other talents in the game as well, as the skill multipliers are going to be applied before the enemy defense and protection instead of after, just like all the other talents. So I could like whack some things with my puppets here, but I'm not sure how much of an idea that will give you guys as to what the changes are. But let me go ahead and pull on some puppets here. Get my little marionette. Use some abilities here. See what it does. I haven't really like spec'd in all that much to puppets. This is pretty basic puppetry. Not the most exciting damage there. I will double check, Jamba. Let me double check my notes. It is very possible that I got the numbers backwards. Let me double check this. And I do appreciate you guys hanging in there to check out all the different changes. I do have a giveaway planned for you guys. So we'll get to that after we finish up these changes. I'm going to double check that I have the correct numbers on that change. So let's see. Puppetry. Before it was the set effect, and this is on the Revenant and Perseus and Nightbringer control bars, I believe. So it only applies to those 3 weapons. If I remember correctly, I don't think there's any other weapons that have this. The marionette critical damage set effect It increases before the change, it increases the marionette critical damage by 40%, and after the change, it increases the marionette critical damage multiplier by 80% when a critical hit occurs. Yeah. We'll have a giveaway, but let me see if I can get a crit here. Can I? Yeah, that was a crit for like 37,000. I haven't really spec'd into puppetry very much. So that's, like I said, it's kind of a mystery to me what exactly the result of these changes are, but that's what the changes are. As for the skills themselves, the UI in the skill window itself has been slightly updated for Act 1, Act 4, Act 6, Act 7, Wire Pull, and Puppet Snare. So you'll see there's just a bit more information here on these skills. So I'll just pull those up here. Act 4, Wire Pull, and Puppet Snare. I don't know if you guys can actually read these on my screen. I imagine it should be close to legible. Yes, the critical damage before was like applied to the damage itself, and now the 80% is in addition to all of your other bonuses. So like if you have step 7, it adds the 80% to that multiplier. Yeah. Yeah, it used to be multiplicative, now it's additive. Yeah, I believe that is correct on what the change is. All right. So that's the changes to puppetry. Those are probably the most minor part of the update. I think the gold changes and all of that is much more important than those. But I do enjoy the ninja and the dual gun reworks. Those are fantastic reworks, and I'm excited to have them. Are you guys ready for a giveaway? So let me just show you guys what we'll be giving away here. So I've got the Serenus here. It's got 3 inventories. Nope, that's the wrong hotkey. There we go. It is currently level 74, but has a total level 197, right? And this is just an example pet of what we'll be giving away today. As I also have a few other Serenus here. So we've got 3 Serenus to give away. And this is not sponsored. Yes, I am doing a giveaway. All right, guys. So let me go ahead and start this up here. So to enter the giveaway, you guys are going to want to type in hashtag not sponsored. Not sponsored. All one word. All one word. Yes, just like that. Non-sponsored. Let's see how many entries we can get here. Make sure this is working. API error occurred. The bot is not moderated in your channel. Oh, okay. Okay, somebody quickly tell me, how do I mod this guy in my chat? How do I mod me bot? Like this. Try this again. I don't use Twitch very much. In my dashboard. Okay. Let me sort this. Let me sort this out. Let me sort this out. Yeah, it should be modded. Which bot is not modded in my channel? Yes, API error. Hashtag API error. Isn't in the chat. You need to invite him to the channel. Okay. Tiro, help. Tiro, help, please. I want to give away these Serenises. Not Corgi, Serenis. Alright, Moobot doesn't want to work here. Let me... Guys, I don't know how to get Moobot to recognize these. Go home, Moobot, you're drunk. Yes, yeah, this is I did that. Moobot is a mod in my chat. And then okay, Moobot rejoin. Okay. Let's try this again. Not sponsored. Yes. Is it still not going up? Oh, it's going up. It's going up. We're at 60, 70 entries, 80 entries. All right. It's working now. Thank you chat for saving the day. We got Moobot to work. All right, I am seeing 167, 168. We're still going up. We're gonna let it roll until it stops going up, guys. Thank you guys for sticking around with me and hanging out and checking out this new update. I'm excited for it. I can't wait for it to hit live servers. I really like the dual gun changes. The ninja changes are pretty cool too. Not so sure about the puppetry changes, but that's kind of like a area of mystery for me. Can you enter more than once? No, you can only enter once. Just one per person, one per person. All right, I'm going to see if we can get to 200 entries. Because we're at 192, it slowed down a bit. 193, 194. I'm gonna close it when we hit 200. We got 6 more spots left. If you haven't entered the giveaway, enter now or forever hold your peace. 195. Who's gonna take the last slot? We don't know. 197. 198. 199. We're gonna stop at 200. We got 1 slot left. Who's gonna be the last entrant? 200. That's it. We got 201. Who did that? Who did that? I know it was on purpose. Who did that? I hope your name gets called. for being the 201st person. All right. So how many winners? So I've got 3 Serenus to give away. We've got 3 Serenus. And they'll all have 3 inventories. I'll make sure that they have inventories for you guys. Okay. We've got some altos, but I think people just want the Serenus, right? We got 3 of these guys to give away. Are you guys ready? Let's see who the winners are. I don't know if I'm ready, but I'm pretty sure. All right. 3, 2, 1. Ascended Now. Ascended Now is following me, and congratulations on a Serenus pet. Congratulations. Congratulations. And the second winner of a Serenus pet with 3 inventories is Next Be Vibin. Next Be Vibin and Ascended Now. Congratulations. Congratulations. Yes, they ascended now. They've gone beyond. They're now an Aaron. Hashtag rigged. I haven't seen a Soul Streamer in here yet, so I don't think it's rigged yet. If the Mabinogi official wins, then it's rigged. But it's too bad Mabinogi official didn't win because Narrow House did. Narrow House, congratulations. All right, winners. I need you guys to message me your in-game name so I can get you these pets. All right, Narwhals. There's an O in there. It's not Narwhals. It's Narwhals. Narwhals. Barely beating me through relic cards. Yeah, I do that sometimes. All right, everybody. Thank you guys for watching. I've got a pretty cool end stream, graphic animation thing, whatever, that you guys can enjoy and hang out if you want. But I believe this is everything we're doing today. I think I've touched everything in the Renovation Season 3 update. Appreciate the raid from the Mabinogi official channel and from Nexon. But unfortunately, they didn't sponsor this giveaway. It would have been a great spot for that. When is the update coming out? Thursday. This update hits Thursday. It hits live servers on May 26th. Thursday. Yes. You are welcome, Alan. They sponsor a lot of stuff, right? It's just they were doing a giveaway on their channel, and I was like, man, I feel bad if I don't do a giveaway here. So again, the 3 winners: Next Be Vibin, Ascended Now, and Narwhals. I see your message. Make sure you DM me your IGN so I can get you these pets. Bring it to you, Serenus. All right. Yes, you're welcome, Grim. All right, guys. I'm gonna head out here, and I'm gonna let you vibe out to the ending music and the ending credits. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
drip to make them drown. Baptized when they hear the sound. Flow so sick I got crowned. You ain't ready for this round. Hear those synth beats and bound. You'll live if you're leaving town. Sand spits and cannon rounds. Fire ticks, that's a man down. Yeah, don't be shocked that I'm fire. I burst on mics and bearing spikes. A thick pipe on my right with elementally iron. I click lines in like crystals, and when the dust settles, you'll see mine's ready. That's ice, ice, baby.
Blowing smoke like those ninja weebs. Sure you wanna catch these links? I've got a delivery for a MC alchemy. I'll sweep you off of busted knees. Bakram boots, it's all I see. Crush you with no sympathies. I'll impale you to the street. Heard you saying you're top class. Time to take out the Alcatraz. Better watch your back. You overdue reworks looking ass. My power creep, free of charge. So go ahead and chain your bars. I'm the master of spinning these lines and leaving you with no spine. Get it? Cause spinning slasher.
I don't understand.
You're a kill-stealing liar.
Kill mobs someplace else. I'm grinding over here. I bring the downpour on the switchboard. You're down and poor if Mark's missing shores. Couldn't even dust you more if I was sweeping dungeon floors. Look at this dude. You think you're hardcore when you're just an emotional bore. Your whips don't snap and your quips are off feedback. And when I clap back, your wings are gonna get snatched like your torture stacks. When an alchemist attacks, you won't have the last laugh. You're gassed. No cap. It smells like sulfur.
That's it. Okay. It's such a rush to see you squirm. Like your hydra, you're a worm. Hiding under those rainstorms. I'll bust you up, making pains for 'em. I've been the best since day one. The goat, Neo, holy sun. Metal convert your flesh undone with a Bakram explosion. Leaving no corpse for your husband. The difference between us so evident. Your death is marked now and my chain burst. Going over 9,000. So when you fall now, say a prayer. May the alchemist be remembered here. Lion rest as on your tomb appears. Only lead, no gold, lowest tier.
Drip to make them drown. Baptized when they hear the sound. Flow so sick I got crowned. You ain't ready for this round. Hear those synth beats and bound. You'll live if you're leaving town. Sand spits and cannon rounds. Fire ticks, that's a man down. Yeah, don't be shocked that I'm fire. I burst on mics and bearing spikes. A thick pipe on my right with elementally iron. I click lines in like crystals, and when the dust settles, you'll see mine's ready. That's ice, ice, baby.
Blowing smoke like those ninja weebs. Sure you wanna catch these links? I've got a delivery for a MC alchemy. I'll sweep you off of